I am Professor Vinster, and welcome to Jurplastic World.
Professor Vinster here. I'm working on this house. It's actually Norman Bates's house. I'm going to call it like a dollhouse kind of idea for now. Now, I made some, they call them fish scale shingles, and I want to put them up here. So I've already cut one on the saw, and now I'm going to show you the cutting of it. Now I've got this blade on it that's actually a abrasive blade. Now this one here is actually for wood, and more likely wood, and this one here is supposed to be for plastic. But this plastic, this PLA that I'm done 3D printing, I don't prefer to use something like that because I got a feeling that it'll chip it. So this here, I'm thinking, okay, I've got it set up to what I have to do to make it the right size for that there, to fit there. So I'm going to show you how this cuts. Now, I have eyeglasses on, and I consider those safety. You should wear safety glasses. This machine is just a small little table saw that I got from, I bought it online. And it also can use from the side for doing sanding. Don't know the name of it offhand. I'm not doing a review, but I'm showing you how you could actually cut this so that it can make your life easier. Instead of, you want to make a dollhouse, well then you make a bunch of these and then you can cut them. So this is what I'm showing you is the cutting. So here we go. Now I held on to that one so that it wouldn't take off. Now you see the bit of plastic, well that's not burnt, but it is getting hotter. Because since this is an abrasive, I can actually turn it back on. There we go. So there's the piece there cut. Now, I notice it's a bit on at an angle, so I can actually put it back on here. Turn it. And clean it up. Now this is a guard for it, right here. So if you actually put that on, the thing is with this machine is, what bothers me is when you're using this and you have this and you got a blade on it, you got to make sure you put this unit here on there. This here has to be put on. You got to put this on here. And the reason you have to do that, and I'll show you why. I would cover it like that, at least. Or you can cover it a little lower, I believe. But if you're using this, that way you're not going to make a mistake. And this should be over farther. Or take the blade off completely and then use your sander, which is right here. You could just put this on like that and tighten it up. You should use a tightener to tighten it. And there you go. It's not an elaborate machine, but it gets the job done. So anyway, enough of that. And then we can put that there. And with the other piece I cut, we can put that against it there. And then I'll cut the sides off to make it fit perfectly. I'll pencil them in, I'll cut them on the saw, and then that way, then I'll fill in there so it doesn't look like there's a gap. So that's pretty neat. So anyway, I got one more piece, and like I said, I'm starting to work on this again. I've got windows for it. I've got, so what comes in handy is, I cut pieces like this. So this here, I can use, and I'll show you in 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, but it'll be 2 seconds on the film. Anyway, what I said earlier was this unit here, I printed this on the 3D printer. I printed a whole bunch of them. They're just like, I would say, in a way, like a 2x4, 2x6, all depends what scale you're going to use it for. So then I got this machine, which is a chop saw. It's just a small chop saw. It's got a nice little, not you should do what I'm doing right now. It's got a nice little blade on it that's abrasive, just like the other one was. And the only difference between this one and that one is, okay, so you measure what you want. You take this unit here. Now you're better off to go this direction here. And you mount it in. Now I don't put my finger near this one and hold on to that. If that decides to take off, it's not going anywhere. You can make some, I'm not sure. The slower you go, the better it'll be anyway. So anyway, you turn it on. Push this button down. There you go. Turn it off. You got your piece. Just like that. Just like that. And you can do your window trims around your windows, around fireplaces, corner trims, whatever you decide. You want to make bigger ones, mark them down. Push this button. And cut. Just like that. And you could do wood on this. I do popsicle sticks on it too, and make hardwood floors out of popsicle sticks. So there you go. And same with this piece here. And you can just, does a nice cut. You can do 45s. You can change this, spin it around, do 45s, whatever you want to do. It'll tell you. So there you go. Okay, let's put the money where the mouth is. I saved these popsicle sticks. Actually, I bought a whole bunch of them in a bag from a craft store. So, but I like to use stuff that can be repurposed. That's really cool to be repurposed. You see this one, purple, my favorite. Anyway, so you can put them down inside here. Now, I prefer to put them on their side. You actually get a better grip. So you put that in there like that. You want to take the round end off, so and the slower you go, the smoother the cut, which is awesome. That was a really good cut. So then you put the other side in. Take off what you want. Push that down, it won't go down. Take that out. There you go. Got a piece of flooring. Now you could do it same with this one. Take your hands away. And then again. Now say you get down toward the end, so you want, okay, a smaller piece. Same idea. Just doing this to show you. Turn that off, leave it till it stops. Then you got a smaller piece. And you can put your split in there. Whatever you feel you want to do. Now, there's this turn here that you can turn it on an angle. Back to 0. So if you want to, say you want to cut this one on a 45. Depends upon how far out. And that'll come through here, so you don't want to waste the piece, of course, so you want to kind of put it like that. Now, I usually will test it to a point, just make sure that blade doesn't hit. Okay, so that should be a 45 right there, so you tighten that up. I would actually turn or unplug it when you're dealing like that. And then here we go. Now that took a little piece off, which I'll show you. So you could do little corners. So we want to go a little bit more than that. So I'll stick this like that. And there you go. So if I did one of these, same idea. Make sure it's sitting on the flat. Let it stop. Pull that out. There you go. A little bit of sanding. You're ready to rock and roll. It's a cool machine. Don't ask me the price. Can't remember. I've had it for a little while. I use it for a lot of my jobs. I think it's really cool. And it sure helps on a project like this. You don't have to mix wood and plastic or 3D printing, but I like to add stuff like that. Get the styrofoam for the basement, all that stuff. I know you can't see that well there, but the other camera you probably can see a bit of it. I can actually roll this over. So anyway, yeah, so there's a fireplace, and actually inside there will be a picture that I'll 3D print. Actually 3D print. I won't 3D print it. I will print it on my printer and on vinyl, and that'll shove in. Yeah, that's upside down. You could actually leave it open as a fireplace or put an insert in it. Norman Bates says more than likely I'm going to leave it like that. Bring it down here so you can actually see it. There you go. I'll leave it like that and put some fire logs in it, print some logs or something like that. But anyway, that's the deal. And hopefully that helps you out a bit about a few little machines that will work for you.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.